All right, so for the second video, we want to go to our classwork and then go to the important tab. We're going to click on our calendar, which I'm only releasing the calendar a couple weeks at a time, so they're just easy, manageable chunks. So this will change or get added to as we go on. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this. Just give me a second to have that appear on your screen as well. Okay, so when you click on this, you're going to see our calendar. Our calendar has, at the very first page, it has all of the details that you need to be sure that you are good to go. So green days are going to be my morning classes, right? Second hour will be meeting in the afternoons on Zoom at 1:15 until 1:45. My afternoon 7th hour class will meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 2 o'clock to 2:30. I have a link to the Zoom here in the Google Doc. I also have a link on Google Classroom, as you saw. So it's easy to access at any time. You could always save it to your browser in your bookmarks and just call it Wagner Zoom. That being said, Monday through Thursday are alternating days. Friday is this open day. We aren't officially meeting. However, I'm going to hold 9th grade office hours from 9 to 9:30. Okay, I have the link here for the Zoom as well that you can click on. And this is just an opportunity for either my 2nd or 7th hour. You both can pop in if you have questions, you need anything to talk about, whatever the case may be. On your individual days, your color-coded days, you'll have due dates, but then on Fridays, we will have whole group due dates. So don't ignore Fridays. Pay attention to your color and then white on Friday. All right, as it says here, weekly class and homework schedule. Okay, the calendar is very important, so pay attention to what is due on your color to Zoom days, as well as the due by noon for all on Fridays. Reading checks will be posted to Google Classroom, and they're open from 8:10 a.m. to 12 p.m. that day that they're due. Typically, it's going to be a Google form that we're used to. Sometimes it may be a Google Doc that you will then submit to TIN for reliability. All right, so let's scroll down to our first 2 weeks that I have posted for you. So we have no classes the first 3 days of this week. And then we're going to start on Thursday. Remember, Thursday, if you scroll back up, that's going to be my 7th hour. We're going to Zoom at 2 o'clock. And it tells you every day on the color days what we're going to cover in the Zoom session. So on Thursday, we'll check in and discuss new procedures. And then beneath, it has the homework that you should be focusing on. So the homework for my afternoon classes will be to write Unit 14 vocab in the notebook and complete the Zoom lesson on Google Classroom, which some of you have already done. Thank you. Now, if you go to Friday, right, due by noon for all, white days are for everybody. This is a work day and then completing things. Missing work needs to be turned in on Friday for quarter 3. I actually have here by 3:20 p.m. Okay, technically not by noon. But then also I'd like everybody to be working on recording Unit 14 vocab in their notebook and then completing that Zoom lesson that I posted on Google Classroom for your next class meeting. So then if you look at the following week, right, we've got our green classes, which are my morning classes. Due by noon of the day of your class, you have to have Unit 14 in your notebook and you need to have that Zoom lesson completed. Then in class, we'll talk about these things, and then I have the homework listed here. Okay, then my afternoon classes, same thing. Look at what's due by noon for you, what we're doing in class, and then what's homework. If you fast forward to Friday, okay, looking at this, let's talk a little bit about GimKit. Okay, since we aren't going to be doing vocabulary in a traditional way any longer for the rest of the semester, we are going to have us practice the words using GimKit. We will post a GimKit assignment. You will have a week to get at least $1 million, so you can retake it as many times as you need, and it needs to be done by noon for everybody on Friday in order to get your points. And it will be worth the amount of a quiz, which is fantastic, but you need to reach that $1 million point to get that 100%. Okay, then again, we have an all due by noon assignment posted, which we will discuss next week in Zoom. So again, the calendar is going to be a really good friend. I'm only going to post a couple of weeks at a time. I have links within the calendar. I have links on Google Classroom as well. And if you have any questions, you can always email me to let me know what's going on, and I will get back to you within 24 hours on that email. I look forward to seeing you all soon. Bye.